What is going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and I'm out here in Manila Zoo. They have a zoo out here. I've never been, but I want to come check it out. I'm a fan of animals and zoos, so I'm gonna go inside and see what it looks like. So without further ado, join me. So yeah, 150 for the residents and 300 pesos for non-residents, which I think is good. So yeah, good thing they got a lot of trees for me to walk around. But here we see something beautiful, a zebra. This is the zebra right here. And then there you can see him, wow. I feel like a little kid, I've always been fascinated with animals. You know, look at this. Forgive me if I'm not getting like a good angle, but here you can see the zebra eating. Wow, it's cute, right? I'm gonna see what else is here. There's more on the other side, so I think it's pretty easy to walk. I don't even know this is a big zoo, but the last time I went to a zoo, man, I was like a teenager, I think in 9th grade, back home in Malate, Puerto Rico. They used to have a zoo called Zoologico, but due to economical issues that my country is facing, they closed it down. So it's pretty ashamed that I was an icon when I was a kid. You know, I used to go on field trips, and then my uncle, he took me to the zoo. So I like how they have these big trees over here. It's pretty nice. But there's more happening over this way. I'm excited to see what's going on. And here you see zebra from Eastern Southern Africa. So they got over there. Not sure if they have more, but only one way to find out. So I'm just gonna go up here and see what else is happening. And I tell you, I can never stop complimenting Manila, the Philippines, because a lot of people, they talk bad about it, but so much to do, even a zoo. What's out here? Turtle? Let's see. The heat is kicking in, but I'm ready to see what's going on. There's another animal over there, and right that way, you got turtles, you know. Pretty cool. Let's see if I can zoom in. Look at the turtles over there. Not the Ninja Turtles I used to watch when I was a kid, but still. And then here's another one underneath, but look at them. Seems like they're communicating. Hey, Manny Sports is making a blog, so let's pose for the picture. Joke line. It's funny. This is called Sulcata turtoise turtle. They got different. Also comes from the Sahara Desert in Africa, so pretty nice. Gonna go down, see the other animal underneath. It looks literally like an aquarium down there. So yeah, this zoo would close at 8 o'clock. So if you come during this season, I think the best time is to come like around 5. Because you know, the heat can be pretty brutal out here. Okay, how do I get down here? Over here? Let's see what is the vibe underneath here. This is called Capybara. Actually, I saw these animals in Jakarta in an aquarium. So we had them out here in Metro Manila. See if I can get a close-up. The glass is kind of blocking the view, but you can see them right there resting. So I'm reading this. This is crazy. They can live 6 to 10 years, maybe 12 years. So, wow, they don't really live a long life. I think, I could be wrong, but I think the animals that can live the longest life, kind of like humans, are the elephants, up to 76 years or 70 plus years. So I think those are the only animals like close to us that can live. It's more over here, but I don't know where to go. I'll see. Oh, here they got this lagoon and everything. Look at this here, double wattle cassowary. I think it's right back here. Tell you, the glass is kind of like blocking me seeing this clearly, but where is it? Let me see if I can get a better angle or a better view. And this section is called Apex Predators. So I guess it got the Bengal tiger, like animals are used for hunting, but white Bengal. Thing is, I don't see him. Oh, he's right there sleeping. Let me see if I can get a close up. But a lot of people out here. So you see one sleeping. It reminds me of my Siamese cat, Beba, but this is like the father of the father. And there's the other one there, man. Either taking a nap. I don't know, I just feel like the space is kind of small for them, you know. Like a little small space. It's all like wildlife animals and they're big, so he's right here napping. See how he's deep breathing. I don't know if it's too hot for him, but you have an idea. There's actually more over this side, so I'm gonna go check that out. We got more here. Oh, here comes one active. Let me show you. There goes another one. Big tiger, wow. going over that way. Let me see what's over this side. This area is pretty big, so it looks like a huge habitat. I wish where they had the tigers, but maybe those are wild animals, so, you know. But here they got like ostrich. Oh, they also have something that's called Philippine deer. I never knew that. I don't know how clear this can capture, but there's an ostrich all the way in the corner in the skinita. I don't know if my camera is capturing it. This is the most I can zoom. So you zoom out, zoom in, but it's a pretty tall ostrich out there. And then a huge rule, do not feed the animals. You know, they have trained professionals who will feed them and take care of the animals. So I think I see some of those Filipino deers right there. Let's see if I can come right here in the corner and get a close up. Yo, the heat is really kicking in. So that's the Philippine deer. Philippine deer, which is not too big, and then behind in the cage is a huge ostrich. So very nice, it's cute. Ahead of me, African lion. Where is he? Over here or the other side? I think it's actually over this way. Let me see. You know, I'm a huge fan of wild animals, and I see him right here sleeping. So I literally feel like a kid. And zebra, ostrich, I mean, there's so many angles for you to look, but let me get a close up with the lioness. There he is, sleeping too. See? There he is, taking a nap. I guess the heat makes him sleep. But yeah, pretty big. This area, they have a bird habitat. This area is reminding me when I went to see the tarsiers in Bohol. Let's see if I can get a little close up of the birds. It's actually more over here. Two over there, see? They're just there chilling, looking at each other. Then I'll go back to the other side. Like I said, this is like a little bird section, but they got different types of sections for animals out here. Even a section where they got outdoor reptiles museum, but I lost my family, man. So I don't know where to go. Let me see what's out here. If anything, I'm just gonna turn back and see what's going on. But yeah, so far it's a pretty cool zoo, and I like how they decorated with this. You know, if you guys love science and you're a huge fan of animals, then I think this is a good place to be. Like I said, the most, if you're not a resident of Manila, 300 pesos. So, okay, no visitors during this point, so now I just gotta turn back and check out this other spot right here. There's more over this side, but I want to see like the reptile section. So it seems like they really preserved the area. This right here, it's like you want to jump in this fence. Pretty dope though. So here's a sign that says reptile house, but I'm curious to see what's in this angle right here. What do they have? The zoo is okay, but I feel like it could use a little bit of maintenance out here. You see all the turtles. They kind of look artificial because the way how they're just there paralyzed and not moving. That's crazy, man. But they're right there. Then over here they got the famous monitor lizard. You'll see them all over if you head to Thailand. And they're some of the most, like the saliva is pretty poisonous. Here is one I'm gonna show you a close-up. He's just chilling. See, he's right there. I don't know if you can see it clearly. Forgive me if the vlog is not coming out, you know, the right way, but I'm trying to do my best to show you the animal. Then here's another one. Trying to get a good angle, but the window's kind of blocking it, but it's right there. And they have like a unique way of moving. But when I was a kid, I used to, you know, in school, they would give science class and teach me about those animals, and monitor lizard. What I know is that their saliva is pretty poisonous, but it's a pretty interesting animal. It's a pretty interesting animal. Like if you were to go like to Lumpini Park in Bangkok, you'll see them all over the park. Just don't get close to them or don't feed them. So ahead of me, it's gonna be interesting. The reptile house. And I'm fascinated with those creatures like reptile. You even got a lake here, but inside. Let me see if it's okay to film here. See, they got a designated area for the reptiles. So let's get some air conditioning and see what are the vibes inside here. Here you got two turtles. Forgive me for the noise. There's a rule, do not touch the glass. Look at this one over here, wow. That's a huge, massive iguana. It's crazy, yo. And back where I'm from, they have iguanas. They're not originally from Puerto Rico, but they bring them as pets. And once they grow, they let them out in the streets. So you're gonna see a lot of iguanas like that roaming around the streets, especially in the northern part of Puerto Rico. Oh, there's more here. Like, I think it's like a monitor lizard, but a little closer. But it's a bit crowded, so I'm just gonna wait for the people. So here you can see it says monitor lizard, and they keep them inside here. Just gonna wait for the people so I can show you a close-up. Check this out, guys. Look at this. The monitor lizard, wow. See how he goes, how he walks? I think this is a baby one. They grow actually bigger than this. That's crazy, yo. Look how he takes a turn out. And they got some of the most poisonous salivas in the whole world, so it's cool. Wow, they got a giant snake out here. Wow. There's a snake right there. Uh-oh. That's a big one, too. It's actually a Burmese python, albino. So, you know, they come from Southeast Asia, Cambodia, China, Hong Kong, India, Bangladesh. Oh, they distribute them over there, but they're mostly like from Southeast Asia. So here it is. I think that's a cobra, all the way at the end. Wow. And I think they're poisonous too, I'm not sure, but it's a little cobra. This over here is a Filipino python. So Philippines have their own snakes too. There's another one in the corner sleeping. Wow. Crazy, huh? And it makes sense though, because there's over 7,000 islands here, so it makes sense that they have all types of species in the Philippines. Even some of the biggest crocodiles or alligators, I think they're out here in the Philippines. And here's another iguana right there. It looks like a statue, like it's just still, but it's very real. Look how big he is, and the hands, everything. And what we got here? Oh, the Burmese python, which is all the way at the end. Let me zoom in. So this is the closest I can zoom in, but that's him right there. There's actually another one near the window. Let me see if I can get close and capture it. Here we got one, wow. This fin is huge, man. It's just chilling right there. It's crazy, man. That was pretty interesting, and at the same time, I was able to get some air conditioning. Because it's hot outside now. I just got to figure how do I make it towards the other side and what type of other habitats, other species I can find out here. But so far I'm loving this zoo. It's pretty cool. And then if you're hungry, they have an area where you can get some snacks or food, you know, just to crave your hunger or thirst. What's out here? This is like another area I can go in. Got a huge, let me see, what's this about? Celebes crested macaque. Let's see if he's in there. Let me go meet him. Look at this guy. We got a monkey in here. Oh, he's cute. But he looks kind of sad. How do I get in and I interact with them? He's right there. Hello. Hi. This area is mostly like a playground, so I guess kids can interact. And they see the monkeys, but they're like literally sleeping, so not much I can capture. This area, I like how it looks like. They even have a lake out here that looks beautiful. And then I think there's a butterfly garden right here, so maybe I'll just take a little look inside. Okay, there's air conditioned too. So this is the butterfly garden. It's gonna be hard to capture them, but this is kind of reminding me of the, I think it was called the Biodome that I explored in Montreal, Canada. Like a huge dome that was a former area where they played the Olympic Games. And they turn it into an indoor biodome that's mostly like a habitat like this, but you can see how beautiful it is. I think you could go upstairs and see the butterflies. The design of this reminds me of Singapore. There's some butterflies flying above me, but very hard to capture it on the camera. You can go up here, just be careful with your steps. Oh, there's a butterfly here, but I'm gonna go to the other side near the entrance. There's an area where they got the bird section. I think it's gonna be cool, but over here is nice too. They have like a little fish area. Right here, you see the area, and look at all the fishes out here. It's a lot. There's a big one over there. The lake is literally surrounded by fishes. And I love the smell of the water too. Oh, they even have like a little mini tiny waterfalls out here. That's gorgeous. And here, look. I like this. It's like peaceful. So not only a zoo, but it feels like it gives you a little bit of meditation vibes. Now, how do I get out of here? I think I gotta go all the way around and go towards where the bird section is. Now I'm entering the bird section area. Pretty nice, and they have these high ceilings that I guess it avoids them from flying. Here you got the Indian blue peafowl. In Spanish we call it pavo real. So it's this kind, and there's a lot of them around there. Let me see, maybe from here, you can see all of them hanging out. But the good thing, this goes around. Wait, can I pass here? I think so. Here, yeah, I guess it's allowed. Let me see. Ta-da. Makes it feel like a VIP, and then here we're gonna get a little close up of the animal. I call it el pavo real. See, it's right here. Let's see, there goes one. Wow. Literally just chilling there. There's one that is massive, like the tail. Whoop. Once I open it, oh, here's another one. Let me see if I can get a close up. This is plain beauty out here. Look at this. Look how long that tail is. Wow. You see them all just hanging out and chilling. It's impressive how beautiful those animals are. The color, like pretty shiny, and how big their tail is. I guess once they open it, it looks like a tradition. Pretty sacred. They have this on this side, and this side they have another type of species too. Not sure if it's an owl, because I see the little houses right here. The houses, but I just don't see the birds. Where are they? You see what kind of bird they have here. The same one? Well, it seems like they literally walk underneath and they connect to the other side. Well, I do see one over that side, so. But it seems like a peaceful area and a peaceful habitat for the animals. So you see the traditional roosters from the Philippines and the pavo real right there interacting together, almost attack one another one. It's funny. Here we just got a close-up of the animals. Seems like they feed them right here, and then they just leash them back in their habitat. He's eating there, but I don't want to put the camera inside because it might seem like a threat for him, but there's a lot of them over there, so that's what they eat. Got them right here. Wow, they even have this. Yo, that's crazy, man. So it's different in the Philippines, because here, these animals, you'll see them in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Thailand, Armenia. I saw them just wandering around, but here they just trap them. Wow, that's crazy. Look at this one here. It's chilling. Hello, how are you? How are you? Aw, you good? Cute, right? Another one right here, red one. Nice. And then here we got this one. Oh wow, we even have those ones. Paloma in Puerto Rico, they're pretty famous. This one seems like he's the boss. What's up, boss? How are you? You good? Oh, he's quiet now. Say something. How are you? Good? All right. How's your friends over there? Uh-oh. Look at this. Oh, he noticed me. How are you? Good, sir? I think I'm just gonna give him his space, then. They got little ones over here. Let's see if I can get a little close up. Here, look. Hello. How are you? Good? Look at this one. Hello. Oh, hey, how are you? I didn't notice you. Hi. How are you, buddy? You good? But I think here concludes everything. Just a simple video. I tried my best to capture what I could, but you know, something different to do and some of the many things that's out here to do in Metro Manila. So that was the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.